You ever have a spot in your home that feels wrong? Not haunted, not dangerous, just off. A nook or corner that draws your eyes a little too often, makes you hesitate when passing it at night. In my old house, the spot was a narrow recess between the kitchen and the stairwell. It was too slim to be a proper closet, too deep to be a shelf. It was a useless void someone forgot to fill when designing the place. We called it the Nook. It sounds silly now, but I used to put things there just so it wouldn't be empty. Plants, shoes, once a stack of old board games, but nothing ever stayed. The plants wilted within days. The shoes always gathered a weird mustiness, and the board games, well, I woke up one morning to find the boxes flattened like something had sat on them. Then one weekend, I came home from visiting my sister to find a teddy bear standing in the nook. It wasn't mine. It wore a red sweater and a hat shaped like a strawberry. Its button eyes were glossy black, and its little paws looked brand new. No dust, no wear, like it had just been bought and placed there in the nook. I lived alone, and no one else has keys, yet there it was, right in that nook. I stared at it for a long time. I didn't want to touch it. Not out of fear exactly, just unease. It was too deliberate, like someone had left it there for me. Eventually, I called my sister just to ask if she or one of her kids maybe had stopped by and left it there as a joke. She swore they hadn't. It's probably from one of the neighbors, she said, trying to be cute. Sure, I told myself. I even left the bear where it was because deep down I figured maybe I was overreacting. It's just a toy, a weird toy that's in a weird spot, but it's nothing threatening. That night I dreamed of scratching, not claws or nails, but soft scraping like a stuffed animal's paws dragging over wood. When I got up the next morning, the bear had moved just a little though, but enough to be noticed. It was now leaning forward slightly, its head tilted like it was listening. I tried to ignore it, but it just it just sat there for 3 days. It stayed exactly like that, tilted, silent. Then on the fourth night, I woke up to a sound. It wasn't a dream. It was whispering. At first I thought it was the wind or maybe someone outside, but it was too close. It was coming from the nook. I grabbed my phone and crept downstairs. My hands were sweating, my legs trembled, but I needed to see what it was. I turned the corner and raised the flashlight. The bear was gone. And in its place, something else had taken up residence. The narrow gap of the nook. Located in the narrow gap of the nook, it was hunched, limbs too long, skin really pale and pulled tight across frail bones. Its hair was long and matted, drooping over its face, but I could see its eyes. They were black, deep, and awake, hollow. It was crouched like it had been there forever. Arms wrapped around its legs, head low, but those eyes were locked on mine. And the moment my flashlight hit it fully, it smiled. I dropped the phone. The light spun wildly, but not like it had before. I saw it shift, its limbs bending as it prepared to stand. I bolted upstairs, slammed my bedroom door, pressed my back to it. My heart was pounding. There were no footsteps, no chase, just silence. And then, after what felt like an eternity, I heard a thump and a scrape. It was moving, slowly, intentionally, down the hall, toward my room. I didn't sleep. I sat by the window, baseball bat in hand, until the sun rose. Then I crept to the door, opened it an inch, and peeked out. There was nothing there. The hallway was empty. The house was silent. I ran over to the Nook. That was empty as well. The bear was gone. The creature was gone. For a moment, I thought maybe it was a dream. Maybe it was just my mind playing tricks. But then, just as I turned away, I noticed something on the floor. A long black hair. It was coarse and it had stuck to the wood on the floor. I moved out that day. I didn't sell the house. I didn't rent it. I just left. 3 months passed and I stayed with my sister. Things got better. I stopped dreaming about the bear, about the eyes. Until last week, I was scrolling through the photos on my phone, trying to delete old ones, when I came across a picture I didn't remember taking. It was a photo of the Nook, my old house. It was the same angle that I used to stand in when I used to pass by it, only this time it wasn't empty. There was something there. It wasn't the bear. It wasn't the creature with the long black hair. It was a spider. A massive tarantula, like 8-legged spider. With the body the size of a basketball, its hairy legs extending up the walls and over the woodwork. Its eyes, it had too many of them. They shone back at the camera, sparkled. And there was something tucked beneath its body, something red. It was the strawberry hat. I dropped the phone. I could barely breathe. My sister's place didn't have a Nook, but it does have a coat closet near the kitchen. Narrow, deep, always empty. This morning I walked past it and felt it chill. The door was cracked open, just a slither. Inside, something moved. I think I'll sleep in my car tonight, or maybe I won't sleep at all.